Hello everyone. My name is Evangeline Beaver. I completed a certificate for online teaching 2012. Prior to this program, I completed a certificate for conflict management 2011. Currently, I am employed at Boise State University Multicultural Student Services as the assistant to the program coordinator of Multicultural Student Services and to the director of Student Diversity and Inclusion. During fall semester 2012, I worked as a discussion leader at Boise State University for first and second year students. I monitored student participation, graded assignments, facilitated course discussions, offered online and face-to-face student support, and regularly collaborated with university faculty. Educational technology at Boise State University has provided me with remarkable experiences, such as to work hands-on with web tools, create instructional materials, and evaluate projects. My primary reason for pursuing educational technology as my master's degree to gratify the technological trend and incorporate my administrative services credential. I like the connection of theoretical practice. In addition, as part-time in the MET program, the program allowed me to work full-time while accomplishing graduate degrees. Educational technology matches my career aspirations. For example, a person whose goal is an administrative assistant of a higher education may wish to consider a executive type MET program. In this video, I would like to reflect on my proficiencies in the program of how EdTech further my professional growth as well as my knowledge is evolving. The most influential course was EdTech 505 with Dr. Thompson. Thank you, Dr. Thompson. My knowledge in designing final evaluation report expanded. The most appropriate evaluation model for my project, the Tunnel of Oppression, is the signature event hosted by Multicultural Student Services every fall and spring semester. The purpose of this project is to evaluate the effectiveness of Tunnel of Oppression that highlights the realities of oppression. The program also highlighted how easily oppression can be perpetuated. For example, when a racist statement is made and student committees choose the topics: racism, sexism, transgender issues, global education issues, and war on women. Each committee developed their own script, props, and scene under the guidance of the tunnel director. This evaluation is to determine whether the objectives were met, to determine the number of people registered to go through the tunnel. A pre-survey was given to people before they entered the tunnel, and a post-survey, same as the pre-survey, was given following the debriefing. The graph were the results of the online registration in relation to the program objectives. The most significant thing I took from this project was the analysis of data collected. In addition, I like the Tunnel of Oppression to integrate to an online program. The second most influential aspects of technology was EdTech 522 with Dr. Diane Hall. Thank you, Dr. Hall. My little knowledge in teaching online is expanding. I learned the value of instructional and assessment platforms, which has proven to be exceptionally beneficial in other areas of my current profession as an adjunct professor at Boise State University. The significance of learning in EdTech 522 is to develop course materials for faculty and students. Therefore, I will have the opportunity to conduct projects, design instructional materials, conduct evaluation plan, and prepare instructional and assessment platforms to serve as a resource for expanding of fully online courses and programs, hybrid courses, and face-to-face classrooms. The last most influential aspects of technology was EdTech 503 with Dr. Yu Shin. Thank you, Dr. Shin. The significance of learning in EdTech 503 instructional design is cognitive strategy instruction. Refers to thinking skills that the learner uses to monitor, control, and manipulate the cognitive process. This type of strategy is related to our course Instructional Design Case Analysis, which motivates my intellectual skills to a higher level of thinking. Also, I believe that cognitive strategy describes a person's approach to thinking, perceiving, recalling, or problem solving. Rehearsal strategies can be helpful for learners who have trouble elaborating certain information. Looking at the spoons, the shapes vary in size. However, with the spoons placed in circle, it is appealing and more interesting to learn the history of the spoon, such as eating, culture, and habits. The example picture for constructivism is my garden and my dog, because I acquired the knowledge through friends. A garden and a dog enriches people's lives and create activity that gives a person a sense of achievement. I believe that a garden and a dog gives a new perspective and ongoing process of a changing world. The ocean produces waves through observation and intellectual intuition. An individual gains knowledge to figure out how the ocean produces waves in different shapes. Behaviorism is a learning theory emphasized in human behavior that can be observable and measurable in a learning environment. For example, the picture of the children's behavior of remaining polite throughout the family dinner. The positive reward might be time allotted to play a video game, and success in teaching the children depends on their response. The picture of the clouds represents how the brain receives information that is processing system in the body. I believe that the image of the clouds is a system that the mental space is occupied of a new information with instruction to be organized and capacity is increasing. A case analysis activity. Maya Thomas implementing new instructional approaches. I become reflective and recognize multiple problems and identify issues in the case. This study inspired me to use Maya's strategies. I learned that instructional design relates to educational technology. In relation to educational technology, I believe that the learning theory and improving a learner's performance by creating a developmental learning activity encompasses instructional design, which is a process that is effective and efficient to life experience. I am hopeful that my master's degree provides me with both the knowledge and credentials to pursue a variety of endeavors, including leadership development, training and coaching, and especially providing expertise in the area of educational technology. As a result, my knowledge is evolving, which I cannot stop. I want to keep going and share my experiences with my colleagues in bringing practical approaches to online learning. Thank you to all EdTech faculty, and I am very motivated to put into place my compelling benefits of the use emerging learning theories. I am glad that I made it.